Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video I'll be telling you everything you need to know about taxes regarding precious metals, that is silver and gold, and all the different forms they come in, bars, coins, English and non-English, and all things taxes related to them. A quick disclaimer, this is only for the UK, this is UK laws and UK taxes and how it's done in the UK. So if you are an overseas international viewer, then perhaps this isn't the video for you. But let's begin. Now, there are two main types, or technically three main types of bullion when it comes to investing in the physical bullion. There are bars and coins, which are the two main categories. And then there are also within coins, there's British coins, and non-British coins. So we've got bars, English or British coins, legal tender coins, and non-legal tender coins. And that's applying both to silver and to gold. So to firstly jump into things, there are two taxes that can come onto precious metal, two types of taxes, and these are VAT, which is value added tax, and is around, well, pretty much usually always 20%, and that is when you buy something. And there is CGT, which is capital gains tax, which is tax on your profits. So if you buy something for £1,000, sell it for £2,000, you've got £1,000 there of profit, and that is taxed between 19 and 24%, so roughly again about 20% or a little over for a higher tax bracket. So again, for that analogy, buy something for 1,000, sell it for 2,000, you then pay 24% of that 1,000, so you'd pay £240, and then you take home overall 1,760 of that £2,000 sale. But that's how the tax works. Now, they're the two taxes that are applied to precious metals. VAT to buy and CGT to sell, but not in all cases, for all metals, for all types, and that's what this video is about today. So let's begin with silver, and then we'll go through the three types. So first off, silver bars. Silver bars are subject to VAT if you buy them from brand new. So if I bought a silver bar from my friend down the pub, he brought it in to the pub, I gave him 60 quid for it, whatever, that doesn't have VAT. But if you buy anything new, then these companies will have to pay VAT, and therefore that will be 20% purchase or 20% extra onto the purchase of a silver bar. And then for silver bars, the CGT is also there, so you may be ending up paying quite a lot of tax on silver bars, 20% VAT to buy, and then CGT on any profits when you do sell. We then move on to silver coins. So there are two types. Now, foreign silver coins that are not legal tender are exactly the same in the eyes of the law as silver bars. They can have VAT and CGT. That is the same, like we just explained, for a bar, for a non-British coin of silver. But for British silver coins, so things like, the main one of course is the Britannia, but also things like the different 1 ounce coins the Royal Mint do, these are British legal tender, and legal tender cannot be taxed on the end of it, being the CGT. So VAT still applies. This is the key part. VAT, 20% purchase tax, does apply still to silver British coins. That will be added onto that when you purchase, if it is from a dealer or from a shop, wherever, rather than just from a friend or second hand. So that will still apply, but as it is legal tender, British silver coins, so Britannias and such forth, do not carry any capital gains tax. So there's silver, and we'll do a recap if you haven't got that all. But that's silver. Gold is next, so they've got the same three. So gold bars. Now, gold in the UK is exempt from VAT across the board. So there's no 20% VAT on gold bars in Britain, which is very good. And for CGT, this does still apply to gold bars. So buying a gold bar, there will be less tax involved than a silver bar, as you won't pay 20% VAT on it, but you will still pay capital gains tax on your profits. So there's sort of the before and after taxes that apply. And for a gold bar, you've got nothing before and the CGT afterwards. Then on to foreign gold coins. Once again, exactly the same. This is just a keynote. Foreign coins and bars, whether they're silver or gold, both carry the same tax rules with them. So that's one thing to note. So therefore, for gold coins that are foreign, there will be no VAT, but there will be CGT on your profits. We then come to British gold coins. Things like the Gold Sovereign and the Britannia are the key examples in Britain for the bullion. And these, once again with all gold, are VAT exempt. There is no VAT on any gold, and so therefore these British coins. But also, the key part is that they are still, once again, legal tender cannot be taxed, and therefore they are CGT exempt, meaning British gold coins have absolutely no taxes. Can you believe it? No taxes with them. You can buy and sell all day long, and there are no taxes with British gold coins. So there we are. Now then, one thing to note also is, there's a few points to this which we can add. So, for instance, inheritance tax kind of thing. So if you had lots of £10 notes, just tons of wadges of cash under the mattress or wherever, that can be taxed as inheritance tax. So with inheritance tax, basically, I won't go too into detail with it, but it's basically if you had just normal sort of money in the bank or cash, physical money under the mattress, this can be taxed at the rough rate of about 40% over the threshold for inheritance tax. Whereas legal tender, so not the bars and the foreign coins, they can still be inheritance taxed, but the legal tender coins, so gold sovereigns, silver and gold Britannias, will only be taxed at their face value. So to just work that out quickly, if you had, let's say, 1,000 sovereigns, 1,000 sovereigns is currently worth about £500,000. So £500,000 in the bank would be taxed at about 40%. So that's £200,000 you'd have lost to inheritance tax, or your inheritees would have lost £200,000. But if that 500k was in gold, sovereigns or Britannias, let's say sovereigns for the analogy, so you've got £500,000 of sovereigns, there's about 1,000 sovereigns, so you'd therefore be taxed on the £1,000 of pound coins, that's what they are, legal tender, and then that would be £400, 40% of the £1,000, you'd be taxed £400 rather than £200,000. There are benefits to having legal tender coins, both for just short term, sell it in 20 years or 10 years, whatever, buying and selling, and in the long run, if you do aim to have this stuff sort of right to the end, or have wealth to the end of your life, there are benefits to having some of it in gold, legal tender gold, to avoid such taxes. But there we go, that's a little bit of a ramble about these things. The very quick recap is silver, bars and foreign coins, you pay VAT and CGT. Silver British coins, you pay VAT and no CGT. Gold bars and foreign coins, you pay no VAT but CGT. And gold British coins, completely tax-free of no CGT and no VAT on your gold British coins. And like I mentioned, there are benefits as well for other forms of taxes such as inheritance tax and the such. So there we go, a bit of a ramble. I do apologise if this was, there wasn't many coins to see today, but I do think for us in the business or in the, collecting world of buying gold and silver and old coins and so on and so forth, it is always good to know such things, to be, savvy and smart when it comes to this hobby. So there we are. Now, if you have enjoyed, then please do leave a like down below and leave a comment with anything you'd like to say to add to this conversation and this discussion. But that's enough rambling for me, so I'll see you next time for some more coins in the future, bits and bobs. Bye for now.